The rational number 7.3 can be written as x plus 1 divided by y plus 1 by g, where x, y and g are positive integers. Then what? Now x plus 1 divided by y plus 1 by g can be written as x plus 1 divided by yg plus 1 divided by g, and that is equal to x plus g divided by yg plus 1. Since y and g are positive integers, y is greater than or equal to 1. So, y multiplied by g is greater than or equal to g. Therefore, y plus g plus 1 has to be greater than g. Or g divided by y multiplied by g plus 1 has to be less than 1. Also, z divided by y plus g can't be negative as both y and g are positive. Therefore, g plus y plus g, which is same as 1 divided by y plus 1 by g, is positive and less than 1. Before going any further, please like, subscribe, share and hit the bell so that you can be immediately notified for new uploads. It's completely free and only takes a few seconds, and you can always unsubscribe later. Without further ado, let's proceed with the rest of the video. Now, x plus 1 divided by y plus 1 plus g is equal to 7.3. This is given. Therefore, as this quantity here is positive but less than 1, then x must be 7. Because if x is 6, then 1 divided by y plus 1 by g is equal to 7.3 minus 6, and that is equal to 1.3. Also, if x is less than 6, that is 5 or less, then 1 divided by y plus 1 by g becomes even larger. But y plus 1 by g has to be positive and less than 1. Therefore, x can't be 6 or less. Similarly, if x is 8, then 1 divided by 1 by g is equal to 7.3 minus 8, and that is negative 0.7. And if x is 9 or more, then 1 divided by y plus 1 by g becomes even more negative. So, x cannot be 8 or greater than 8, because then 1 divided by 1 by g is negative and this is not allowed. So the only positive integral value for x is 7. In that case, 1 divided by y plus 1 by g is equal to 7.3 minus 7, that is equal to 0.3. Since 0.3 is positive and less than 1, this value is allowed. Or g divided by yg plus 1 is equal to 0.3, By cross multiplication, g is equal to 0.3 yg plus 0.3, or by taking the g terms to one side and taking out g as a common factor, we get g multiplied by 1 minus 0.3y is equal to 0.3. Now the right hand side is positive. Therefore, the LSS, the left hand side, has also to be positive. Now g is a positive integer. Therefore, 1 minus 0.3y has to be positive. Because if this quantity is negative and this quantity is positive here, then that product will become negative. However, in this case, the product of these two quantities is positive. Therefore, because one is positive, that is g, the other one also has to be positive. In other words, 1 minus 0.3y is greater than 0, or 1 is greater than 0.3y, or 0.3y is less than 1, or 3y is less than 10, or y is less than 10 by 3. Since y is a positive integer, y can only be one of 1, 2 or 3. It can be 1 or it can be 2 or it can be 3. We have seen earlier that g multiplied by 1 minus 0.3y is equal to 0.3. If y is equal to 1, then this equation becomes g multiplied by 0.7 is equal to 0.3, or g becomes equal to 3 by 7. This is not an integer, but g has to be an integer, so the value of y minus 1 is not allowed. Let us try y is equal to 2. In that case, z multiplied by 1 minus 0.3y has to be equal to 0.3, or z minus 0.4 is equal to 0.3, or z is equal to 3.4. Again, this is not an integer and that is not allowed. So y minus 2 is also not acceptable. Finally, when y is equal to 3, the equation z multiplied by 1 minus 0.3y is equal to 0.3 becomes z multiplied by 0.1 is equal to 0.3. Therefore, g is equal to 3 by 1, that is equal to 3. This is a positive integer. Therefore, this value is acceptable for g. That means y has to be 3 and then z has to be 3. We are asked to find the value of g, and the value of g thus is 3.